Hello YouTube, and welcome to another video of my washing machine here. This LG is very shortly going to be replaced. It's on its last legs. I've been having a few issues with it being noisy on the spin, with like a clunking noise. Sometimes it's bad, sometimes it isn't. I don't know whether it's the paddles that are loose or whether it's actually the bearing, but I've felt on occasions when I've rocked the drum inside the machine backwards and forwards like this, up and down, there's been a bit of movement on there, and I think it could be the bearings have got a bit of play in there. But anyway, this machine's now just over 11 years old, and I'm going to be, well, I've actually been out to Curry's today and ordered a new machine to replace this with. I'm going to be having a white one rather than a silver, and it's going to be another LG. The one it's going to be is going to be the 8 kilo 6 motion, and I currently, well, I paid £329.99 from Curry's for it, so that's going to be coming on the 5th of November to replace this old 7.5 kilo WM14225FD, which I've had for the past 11 years. So I don't want to really wait till the stage where the spider breaks or the drum bearing gets so bad that it leaks water out the back and soaks the hall sensor, which is what quite often will happen when the bearing goes completely and the water seal goes. The water will run down the back of the drum and soak the, I think it's called the hall sensor on the direct drive motor, and then we get an error come up on here, and that's it. Pretty much it's game over for the machine after that. I don't want to be in the situation where it completely breaks down. I mean, I haven't got a new one on the way, so I'm going to do another video of it now, where we're going to do in the same format as last time. Load the drum up. I'm going to put it on the 60-degree cotton this time rather than synthetic, so that we see some wash action from the cotton cycle. And then what I'm going to like to do is give another half an hour or so on the rinses section, and then I'm going to do the 1400 spin. We just hope that it doesn't make too much of a clunking noise. You might be alright this time, I don't know, but I don't want to leave it this way. I'd rather just, if it seems to be okay, I might donate it to the British Heart Foundation or just do something with it other than scrap it. But I will be getting a new machine, a white one, to match this white tumble dry here, and it will be another LG, because I've been very pleased with the performance of this. So I will be doing another video when the new machine comes, when I've got it plumbed in and we'll do the first load on it, and hopefully I'm not going to have any teething problems. We don't know. It's going to have the 6 motion drum action on it, which this one hasn't, and it should have the little tiny jet at the top of the drum here, I think, that sprays the water down, although I'm not quite sure on that. I'd have to see when it gets here. So let's, without further ado, put the washing in, and we'll get this cotton cycle underway. It's towels and bed sheets on this one, so it's going to be quite a heavy cotton load, this one. And I will be using the 1400 spin on it, and it'll probably be the last ever recording I get of it doing the 1400. And the new machine will be a 1400 spin as well. So this is a full load on this one. Drum packed. And again, I'll put the conditioner in during the second rinse on this one, so you might not see the conditioner going in now. So it's Persil powder, non-biological, and that goes in there. That's right, so we will turn it on now. Well, I'll bring the camera down while we turn it on and see it being selected, because this is probably going to be the last video series of videos we do on this old machine here, on the direct drive 7.5 kilo. It's been ultimately reliable, this machine. It's had a few little quirks, but other than that, it's been really good, and that's why I've gone for another LG. Whether it's going to be as reliable as this, I don't know. But if the new one's made in Poland, whereas this one was made in Korea, so the quality may not be as good because they've moved it into Eastern Europe. I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, that one there is made in Turkey, so they all seem to be made in Eastern Europe now, so there we go, sign of the times, I suppose. At least it's not made in China anyway. So let's turn it on then. That's going to be turned round to the 60 cottons. Obviously it won't have enough time to film the entire wash programme, but we'll do about half an hour of the wash and I'll start it straight away. So we're going to put it on rinse plus, 1400 spin, rinse plus there, and start. I've already run the hot water through because this is a hot and cold fill, whereas the new machine is just going to be a cold fill. I have had a look on the back of the new one at Curry's and it has only got one valve on the back for the cold. So it's obviously it's going to use more electricity on the 60-degree wash because it's got to heat the water up from cold, whereas this one will draw hot water in from my tank upstairs. So let's put the camera down on here. And now you hear it taking in the hot water from the hot water supply. And the time on the clock is 2 hours 27 minutes for this load. So again, we will do the half an hour or so of wash action. Once it gets to 60 degrees, the recirculation pump will cut in, as it usually does. And I'll leave the camera on until we get to around about 30-minute mark and come back again a bit later on. Right, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end part 1 here. There is 2 hours 15 left on the display, and in part 2 I'm going to have more coverage from the wash cycle. So we're probably going to have another 20 or so more minutes of it doing the washing. And then part 3 will concentrate on the rinses, and we'll have the possibly the spin in part 4, because obviously I realise the circulation pump's only just cut in. It's obviously reached its operating temperature of 60 degrees now. So I'm going to end this video here, and we will start on part 2, which will carry on with the wash cycle.